Hi, I'm Dave and we are Accessrock, and today we get to talk to Udo Dirkschneider.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Are you having a good day?
So far, yes.
Yes.
A little bit cold, but for this time, time of the year, is a little bit too cold.
Yeah. Do you have spring in Germany?
I don't live in Germany. I live in Ibiza, Spain, so it is much warmer.
Oh,
Yeah,
lucky guy.
It is much better than to live in Germany.
Yes,
definitely.
of course.
Yeah, for a long time already, for nearly 5 years.
Ah, okay. Oh, that explains one of the songs on the record.
Yeah, maybe.
Or?
Maybe, yeah. It's you get a good feeling on this island, and I love to live there. I don't want to go back to Germany.
No, of course
No,
not.
definitely not.
Of course, if you have the...
I have a lot of
Yeah.
friends there. The bass players living also in Ibiza, the same place as me, just 5 minutes away. We have a studio down there, so everything.
There
What can
you
you
go,
say?
perfect.
Everything perfect, yeah.
Perfect. Because I was going to ask you, you have one song on the new record, Steelhammer.
Yeah.
That is not in English.
It's not in?
In English?
No, that's called Basta Ya. The song Basta Ya is, I sang the first time in Spanish.
Yes.
But it was not planned in the beginning. We had it already a long time in our mind with U.D.O. since the Master Cuter album. But it was always like we want to do a ballad in Spanish.
Okay.
So, but we had a song for this album. It's called Dust and Rust. That's now the bonus track for Japan, but it's also a funny story. And so the lyrics was against what also had now happened with the financial crisis going on in Europe. So, and then one morning I was sitting there with Fitty and watching the news in Spain, and then we saw a demonstration in Madrid going on, and then we saw the sign Basta Ya.
Okay.
And Basta Ya means it's in Spanish the same, like we have enough of all these things that's going on. And and then it's Basta Ya, and it fits also with the melody with Dust and Rust. And then the idea was born why we are not doing this song. When you see what's happening going on, especially in Spain, then we said maybe this is the right song to do it in Spanish. So, and then Fitty is living there already for a long time, since 18 years, so he speaks fluent Spanish. And they said, yeah, okay, I translate some parts of it, then we do a demo thing, see how it works. Okay. And it works fine. And then we was calling up a friend of us. He's always a singer of a Spanish band called War Cry. Okay. They are, you can say, quite huge in Spain. And then we said, okay, Victor, can you translate the song from English into Spanish? He said, yeah, send me the song over. And then 3 days later, we get the lyrics back, and he did also the demo vocal on it, so that, some words is not so easy to speak in Spanish. And then, we said, oh yeah, the sound is very good. And then we said, okay, maybe we can do also a duet on this song.
Yeah, you can.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And that was the whole story about Basta Ya. And just, I have to tell this quick. So normally always the Japanese, they want to have a bonus track.
Okay.
So
why do they get it?
Yeah, I don't know. And and this time, I said, no, always you are losing one song.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, now we have one song in 2 languages. I want to keep the Spanish one for the rest of the world, and give the English one to the Japanese. So that means they have the same song, but with a different language. So there's we don't lose the song.
Very good.
Good. I'm really satisfied with this.
You always have a well. I was thinking also about the song "A Cry of a Nation."
Yeah, and that's also like in a way a political thing. The rich people getting richer and the poor people getting poorer. There's no more really a middle class going on.
No.
And of course, a cry of a nation means also when people coming from poor countries, of course, they go into countries where they think they're rich, and so that's in a way the whole meaning of a cry of a nation. You don't want to hear a cry of a nation, or want that everybody has a job, everybody has enough money to live, and all that stuff. So that's the meaning of a cry of a nation.
because every song has a true, really meaning. Who writes for Udo?
Yeah, the lyrics definitely I do it by myself.
Yes.
And I mean, I have always. I mean, when you're traveling around the world and you see so much, and then just sometimes, I write something down that I don't forget it. I have tons of hook lines at home, and and then when we start writing for songs for a new album, then when a riff coming up, then I know, okay, this kind of a song fits together with this lyrics. I mean, you cannot. Of course you can, but on a real fast song you cannot make a lyric about falling in love with somebody else or something like that. It doesn't fit. But that's interesting. We have always start with the lyrics, and then have already some melodies in my mind, and then it has to fit together with the riffs the guitar player come up, stuff like that. So that, but in a way, very easy way to compose songs.
It just comes to you.
It's just coming. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people say, how you do this? And I don't know. And I said, when we are not sitting down and said, oh, now we have to do an album. No. It's always constantly collect some stuff, and then for this album we had, you can say, 30 ideas. 30? Not finished songs, but ideas. And then in the end we had 20. And when we started really recording the album, we had 17. 17? No, 17. 17, and then we throw the rest away. Yeah. It's trash. Gone.
No.
Yeah, so I mean, if you get the song not really together, that means there is something wrong. Mm. And then you say, okay, that's it. Bye-bye, trash. And then go fresh on the next one, and also on the next album. We don't say, oh, we have something lying around. Just start new.
Yeah. Because it was 2 years since you released Rev Raptor.
Yes.
Yes. And so now it's out in May, right?
Yeah, 24th of May. Yeah, 24th. Coming out. 2 years, yeah. This time it takes a little bit longer, but, we have some changes going on in the band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stefan and Igor has left.
Yeah, Stefan, I mean, it was for his health problem. The reason was his health problem. I think that was, in the end, it was, he has so much pain on tour and stuff like that, take some pills. And then I said to him after the Rev Raptor tour, Stefan, I think it's better to stop touring. And I make him the offer. I mean, he can be still the producer of U.D.O, songwriting-wise. But he said to me after this, I need a break. I have to see what I want to do really in the future. Now he was moving it to the studio, and he wants to be a little bit more into video stuff.
Okay.
So, but I told him, if you feel fine, then there's no problem. You come if you want to be, a songwriter of U.D.O still. So I told him you can work behind the scenes still. Okay. Yeah, then we had to look for a new guitar player.
Yeah.
And normally, I tried to make it short. This is a really long story. Normally it was planned that Igor is become the main guitar player of U.D.O.
Okay.
And but we had already 2 years, 2 years, 3 years. We had some problem with Igor about time-wise,
Okay.
He has a ACDC cover band. He had his own band. He is a freelancer working at a radio station. He's very busy in private life. And U.D.O.
Okay.
And so the story of the record was, I told him, okay, I don't want to do the production in the same way as Stefan did it. Stefan was more into all computer stuff. So I said, okay, if I produce this album, then I want to have the musicians at the studio. I want to talk to them face to face directly. So I want to work in this way. And then he said, then I said, okay, Igor, then you have to come over to the studio for definitely 3 or 4 weeks. Then he said, no, I cannot do that. I can only just come only for 2 days, and I have to fly back to Switzerland. I have to do this and this and this. And I said, Igor, who is paying this? Yourself? And he said, no. Yeah, I said, come on, and how long we want to work on this album? This is not possible. And then in the end I said, okay, Igor, sorry, but then I work with a studio guitar player. I know enough people or guitar players, they can do this.
Who wants it? Yeah.
So, but on the other hand, we were lucky. So we found in the meanwhile Andrei Smirnov from Russia.
Yeah.
And so it was normally planned that he was coming over for an audition.
Okay.
And in the end, it was a very long audition. So he was staying for 4 weeks and did all the guitars on the new album.
Oh.
So I don't know. I mean,
Perfect. It just fits.
So that it fits perfectly. In the end, when the album was finished, so then we said, okay, Igor, what is happened now in the future? He said, yeah, I know it was not so fun what I did for the album. I said, Igor, after 15 years, the chance to become the main guitar player in U.D.O, and you throw it away in a way. And they said, yeah, I know, but okay, I'm fine with it that I didn't play on the album, but I'm looking forward to go on tour in America and work together with Andre, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I make it short. And then, then we get an offer to do the festival in Ecuador. And but we have to stay 1 week in Ecuador. And it was, we have to say yes or no at the same day.
Okay.
Do it or not doing. And then I sent him an email, said, okay, Igor, we want to do this festival in Ecuador, blah, blah, blah. We have to fly over there. And then 2 or 3 hours later, we get an email. I'm out of the band. Yeah, it's true. This is true. And then I said, what? Why? And then I phoned him up and said, Igor. Yeah, he said, no, this is too much. I cannot do it. This is too much work now with U.D.O. U.D.O. is going more and more on tour. And I said, okay, but you have to you want to throw away everything after 15 years working with U.D.O.?
Yes.
I said, come on, we have more and more success. Of course we're touring more and more. But then you have to make the decision who is the number one. If you still want to do your cover band stuff, is that more important for you? I don't know. He said, no, yeah, I'm fine. I make my decision. I don't want to do it anymore. And then we said, we have to look for another guitar player.
Yes.
And when we was looking for a guitar player to replace Stefan Kaufmann, we had nearly 300 demos coming up. It was a nightmare. not the people playing wise, but you make your decision who's the best one. So in the end, there was 4 guys left. That was a guy from Norway, from Germany, from Finland, and from Russia. So and Andre was already in a band. And then we said, the guy from Finland, there was a choice between Andre and Kasper. And then I said to the management, maybe we can call him again and say maybe he's still interesting to do this and still available. So, and then an hour later, we have a second guitar player. That's the truth. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, but I was really nervous at this time,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a real big change in U.D.O. now. To replace 2 guitar players.
And then,
But what can I say? I mean, then
you have played live already.
Yeah,
right?
we did a show in Ecuador with them.
Yeah.
And then I was not really sure to do this show, but I said, if there goes something wrong, in these days, everything is on YouTube. And the management said, no, there's nothing on YouTube for Ecuador Festival. Yes.
Yes,
of course it was on YouTube.
1 minute later.
But they were well prepared. We just did a rehearsal for 3 days. And they know all the U.D.O. songs. And
of course
they are big fans of U.D.O.
Of course they do.
And so I was on stage, and it was also very interesting for me. I mean, the whole time when we was rehearsing and fly to Ecuador, I mean, we had a lot of time to talk, and it was like, and also on stage, it was like, for me, I've been together with this guys already for a long time, And it's a real. really good atmosphere at the moment, and we are laughing a lot.
Are you easy to get along with?
Sorry?
Are you easy to get along with?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah. So I mean, it's also. I mean, they're very young. Andre is 29, and Kasperi is 31 or 32. So it's a completely different generation. But I don't know. It fits together. I don't know. It's crazy. But I mean, it's also. In a way, you can say we have fresh blood in the band.
It has to bring you new energy.
Energy also for me, it's really
yes.
like for young people, and they're really like, we have to do like this and this and this. It keeps you also going,
Yeah.
And what can I say? I'm really looking forward now to go on tour in America. We will see.
Because you play only one Swedish festival, Väsby Rock
Yeah,
Festival.
there is a festival called Väsby.
Väsby Rock Festival.
Yeah.
Yes, in August.
In August, yes.
Yeah. But you are coming back
for tour. Yeah,
for,
I know. I saw already. The first shows in Sweden. I think we do 4 or 5 shows in Sweden.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, we do 3 in Finland. I think 4 or 5 here in Sweden. 3 or 4 in Norway.
Will you be bringing your favorite sisters in and sister then?
No, I don't.
You have a thing for Swedish sisters.
I don't know. We will see. I don't know yet who will be the support or special guest. I don't know. We will see. Yeah. But for me, it's. I hope we get somebody interesting. Maybe a real young band. It's always good to give them a chance, or maybe. A known band, quite known band. So, but for me, it's also important not to have somebody else open. So I have to make a really good package also for the people now. But I mean, with the new album, I think we will play 5 or 6 songs of the new album. And also now is also another thing happened now with these 2 guitar players. I mean, Stefan was not a solo guitar player. He was just a rhythm guitar player. He played some, let's say the classic stuff. But that also means we couldn't play some U.D.O songs. I mean, guitar-wise. And now with these 2 guys, they are both good rhythm players and good solo guitar players, and now I can now do more twin solo stuff and songs we never played with U.D.O or U.D.O songs. So there will be also a change in the set list. So good. So everything. I don't know. What can I say? I'm really happy. Yeah. So we had fantastic reactions on the new album. So everything works out very well.
You have named it Steelhammer. It kind of
yes.
You have to bring a
for
really
me.
hard
For me,
album,
for me, this album is also more back to our roots. It's really. I think you can hear it's more that the humans really was playing on this album. It's nothing against Stefan, but he was very much what I said before into computer stuff. So I was not really happy with the Ref Raptor, and not songwriting wise, not the songs, but the sound of the Ref Raptor was, I don't know, it was like, I'd say, cold.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit cold. There was no real atmosphere. And now I think you can hear the sound is more live. You have a more live feeling. It's more live, the album. Yeah, what can I say? At the moment, I'm very happy. I'm looking forward now to work with, in a way, a new U.D.O band.
Yeah.
And everything looks fine so far. America tour is looking good, so already 1 show is sold out. The ticket sale is going very well.
Yes.
I heard already, they're talking about already, looks like that if it goes like this, then we have to come back to America next year.
Yes.
So...
Already in advance, very good.
Yeah.
How do you deal with pre-release nervous feelings? Do you get this?
You mean when you have a new album?
Yeah.
Let's say in the past, with like Master Tutor, Dominator, okay, but really nervous after a long time I was with this album. It was a completely different working. No Stefan Kaufmann as a producer, no Stefan Kaufmann as a songwriter. I have to start working with somebody else. Not somebody else was then Fitty, the bass player, and then new guitar player. I had to produce the album after a long time. I mean, I did it the last time. It was in the beginning of '80s together with Michael Wagener. And then there was so many new things happened, and then I was really nervous. So what will the people say about the new album? But
Yes.
what can I say? That the reaction so far.
After 45 years, you know this, right?
Not really. I mean,
No?
yeah. I mean, of course, I thought we did nothing wrong, but you know, the sound is a little bit different and different kind of songwriting, and there's some songs on it that are not so. They're unusual for U.D.O. in a way, like for example, Heavy Rain or
Yes,
singing in Spanish or a Book of Faith, you know, songs like this, or Never Crossed My Way, it's like nearly mainstream song.
Since I got the new record to have a listen before this interview, I remembered how much I loved I Give As Good As I Get.
I Give As Good As I Get, very good song, yeah.
It is, and
Yeah.
I've almost listened more to that one
Okay.
since I got your new record. No, I'm sorry. Not really.
I mean,
But-
that was also, I mean, in a way, experimental on Raptor, you know. When Fitty came up with this song, then Steph and I was okay, give it a try, and that's I think it works out. I mean, this song, and Andre told me that, as he said, this song is very popular in Russia, and yeah, I mean, so that sometimes, you know, when you think this is not the right thing, then songs turn out very well, you know, and it's the same now. Everybody's talking about now Heavy Rain.
Yes.
When
that's
it's the same, you know. It's like
It's
when the idea came up, I said, I can't sing stuff like that, you know. It's like, and then they said, then be more open-minded and give it a try, and so everybody said, okay.
Sounds really, really good.
Yeah, so then, I mean, for me, it's also after all these years, you know, I mean, a lot of singers, they have problems when they get older with the
How
voice.
do you do it?
Nothing.
Do you keep...
I don't know. I do nothing. It's just, you know, like 10 years ago, I couldn't sing in the low range or stuff like that, like I do now.
Okay.
I don't know. It's getting better and better. This is really crazy, you know. And then
It is because of the metal heart, right?
maybe it's definitely also in here, you know. It, and just it's like sometimes I say, okay, you know, it's like a good red wine. The older, then the taste is much better. So, yeah, I mean, but this is really crazy, you know. But I know a lot of singers, they have problems,
Yes,
you know,
I
and they also, so when we talk to each other, say, what do you do with your voice? And nothing. I don't do any special training or stuff like that. I just do it. I think I'm very lucky with my voice. I've never had any problems all over the years, never. So I never cancel any show about my voice is not working, something like that. Never.
And it's not like you sing in a easy
No, it's not
way.
like no. It's really like it's coming from here, you know.
Yeah. How is private life for Udo?
Private life, yeah. What can I say? What the reason why I moved to Ibiza was my wife left me after 25 years. Fall in love with somebody else. I don't know. Don't want to say anything against women. And that was for me the reason, to move to Ibiza. I mean, I always was, nearly every year on this island. For, I don't know, 40 years. I mean, when I was 16 years old, I was the first time on Ibiza. I had a lot of friends there. Fitty is living there, the bass player. So then I said, okay, I moved to Ibiza. So in private life, of course, I'm engaged with somebody, you know, So everything is fine. So private life is okay.
Very, very good.
Yep. This is Udo Dirkschneider of U.D.O, and you're watching Access Rock.
Estoy harto de tus mentiras. Nunca escuchas, ignoras nuestras vidas.